Hi, my name is Phil Davenport. I'm the owner of Affirm IT Services Limited. Today's top tip is going to be in regards to antivirus. Now, my first encounter with IT security was around 15 years ago when I worked for BT Yahoo Broadband. People would excitedly come home with their new ADSL modem ready to plug into the new digital world. They'd pop it into the back of their computer, type in the details, and boom, hit connect. They were now on the internet at ADSL speeds. This was exciting times. A lot of people within 5 minutes would have a pop up on their screen telling them the computer would shut down within 30 seconds. This was the SASA virus. It would shut the machine down, and every time they turned it back on, it would be shut down again within 30 seconds. The reason for this was nobody had an antivirus, nobody had a firewall, and people didn't understand how dangerous the internet could be. I think this situation has changed now, and I think people are a lot more aware. But I'm going to give you some top tips on how to make your antivirus more secure and how to keep your PC up to date. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. So I'm going to go down into the system tray by the clock. I'm going to use this arrow to show me all the icons. And here's my antivirus, which is ESET. You might have Sophos, Norton, or one of the many other suppliers. So I'm going to give ESET a double click to bring up my details. So in protection status, and I do love a good green tick, it says I'm protected. My license is valid, and it's worth putting a calendar appointment for me, maybe in February of 2021, as my license is going to expire in March 2021. All of my modules are up to date. So again, have a look at this on your own system, and I got the last update at 11:31, so I can be pretty confident that my antivirus is not only protected and licensed, but it's getting updates. I can click on the computer scan and have a look at my last computer scan. No detections occurred. Now you can run a scan as you're doing this. You could do this test weekly and do a scan weekly, or you can just set it up to scan every week automatically. So that's your standard checking of your antivirus, and we're pretty happy with that in my case. I hope yours is looking similar. So the next thing, which is probably a bigger piece, if somebody had maliciously got access to your PC, so let's say that I've walked off to the toilet, or I've walked off maybe for me to the buffet cart in the train because we love a good sausage cob. I may have a malicious actor sneak over to my laptop and notice it's still logged in. The first thing they'll normally try to do is to turn off the antivirus so they can install a malicious program. So in ESET's case, you just right click and click on pause protection. Let's say they're going to do it for 10 minutes and click apply. You'll see here we've set it up so it's got a password protection for somebody disabling the antivirus. This is a really crucial step because you never know when somebody's going to try and do something like this. This means that they can't install malicious programs as ESET will block it automatically. The next thing they might try to do is to change the settings to make it so that they can go to a malicious website or maybe put some malicious software on another way. So this way they'll click on advanced setup, and again you'll see we're immediately asked for a password. The third step that ESET helps us out with is if we did have that password, it would also need an administrator account. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know we're set up so we're not running an administrator account. Okay, so that concludes our video today. I hope you've learnt the top tips. So we check that our antivirus has a valid license. We check that it's receiving updates, and we check that the settings are password protected and that disabling it is also password protected. With those 4 steps, we've made our PC significantly more secure. If you've got any comments, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below this video. Otherwise, if you'd like to get in touch with me, feel free to send me a message, give me a call on 0115 753 0123, or alternatively, use the contact us form which is in the comments below. Thank you very much for your time for watching.